Starting.
Recording has started. It's our opening song.
This one. Rich Homie Quan, R.I.P.
I feel like this is something that they would play in the club. What was the name of the place that we used to go at Districts? What was on the left?
V Lounge.
V Lounge. Is the V Lounge still open or what?
Yeah, but I think it's called something else.
Yes, sir.
I like how you could walk back and forth from District and V Lounge.
Yeah, that was nice. Get some good pizza. V Lounge get some good pizza.
Yeah. Me and Brownson used to eat from that same pizza guys from from 2011 when we was in college.
I forget the owner's name.
Infernos is their name.
Yeah.
Still get the two guys that run them.
Yeah. Local Japanese guys.
Yeah, first time we ate, there was right on the side of the road.
I was trying to sell them
Brats.
not burrata, more so the pizza, mozzarella per pizza, they call it. So, the shredded kind. And the mozzarella you buy inside those green bags from Kraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the pizzas.
Yeah. What's the name of this artist?
Rich Homie.
Rich
Quan.
Homie. It's interesting how these rappers get their names.
Yeah.
Like Rich the Baby or The Baby.
The Baby.
Yeah.
Kid the Baby.
Rich
Lil
the
Baby.
Kid. Rich the Kid, huh?
Rich the Kid. That's one of them, yeah. What would be your rap name?
I don't know. No more one of those apps where you can type in something and fucking your name gonna pop out. Your rapper name.
Can.
You get like one list. What is your birth month and birthday?
Oh.
I wonder how it would look with this light off. Well, it looks kind of different. Looks interesting. You know what? I'm gonna change them up a little bit. To move your phone from that side, put them on the other side. There you go. Still can hear him a little bit. We found our rapper names. How long is can't think of her name right now. Yvonne here for.
Till next week, I think. Rich homie. Quan. Quan.
Let's go. We starting?
Yep.
Episode 30. 30, bro. 30.
Scrappy podcast.
Scrappy podcast. You remember number 30 on the intermediate football team? JV, what was that? Sophomore year? We played football too? I was 30. I think I was 32 sophomore year.
He was on hammer at Alan.
Fucking just laid a helmet. Laid a hat. You know, that guy. What number you? 9.
Yeah, 9.
Yeah, both seasons?
Yeah, I think so.
Oh, sick.
9, never mind.
Yeah, but, we're excited. Episode number 30. We're not promised every day. So the fact that we made it this far is exciting. I was just looking up something real quick for a post that I'm going to make ASAP right now. I'm just going to finish that real quick. Scrappy podcast. Hashtag no excuses. Okay, guys, you guys know how this always goes. We start this podcast with the Scrappy podcast mission, the three-pronged attack. Number 1, inspiring authentic conversations. That's thought-provoking conversations that challenge the status quo and empower our listeners. It's funny. I've been watching other podcasts, right? Like I run a podcast, so I watch like 4 different podcasts. I watch, but the guy that he asks challenging questions the most is Lex Friedman, and he's this guy that he's a computer scientist. But I just love the questions that he asks, and it's challenging questions too sometimes. Sometimes he challenges them, sometimes he doesn't. But I know watching him interview Tucker Carlson, he asked some tough questions. And watching how Tucker Carlson answers those questions was kind of interesting. But, for the most part, no bullshit. You know what's the major thing that starts inspiring authentic conversations is asking thoughtful questions, and it's hard to find and create questions that challenge people. And I can even see too, like sometimes when I ask people about their opinion of stuff, and if they find it challenging, they have this hesitation. I can't think of a question that I've asked this past week that was challenging. But, for the most part, one of the things that's been coming to my mind is just people's worth ethic. And like right now, the status quo is not to work hard. I can kind of see that a lot at my job, and just some of the younger guys. There's 2 different kinds of people in this world. There's people that, go get after it. And then there's people that wait for people to tell them what to do. So it's interesting in this world, but I haven't had any kind of inspiring conversations this week. At least I don't think off the top of my head. You've had any inspiring conversations?
No.
Cool. Number 2, celebrating the unconventional. Will shine a light on the overlooked, the underrepresented, and the creatively rebellious. The Ravens were they overlooked? They were overlooked for this game, huh? No.
It Everybody, I mean, not overlooked by us. We thought they was gonna win.
Yeah. Well, I was hoping for the upset. Upset the fucking reigning Super Bowl champions.
I don't think that was overlooked. I think that was right where they're supposed to be.
Right where they're supposed to be. Celebrating the unconventional. I got nothing on that. Number 3, building a passionate community. We want to foster a space where people feel empowered to share their stories, engage in meaningful discussions, and connect with like-minded individuals. It just came to me to actually put these threefold mission into practice. We actually got to get some people on the show. So that's one of the things I want to change, or we'll go into it actually with Llama 2025, moving into that. So the number 1 is make a plan, and the 3 bullet points is business goals. And so I kind of want to focus on the business goals, and I think maybe about 2 months ago, or about a month and a half ago, I'm not too sure how long ago we did it, but me and Drake sat down and we talked about podcast goals. And part of the Llama 2025, and I will reiterate it every week, is to build a plan to quit your job, or build a plan. Like, if you love your job, then building a plan on something like, it's hard to know. You're never going to make the kind of money you want to make in a day because you only got 24 hours, and so having something on the side is nice. I think, I forget the numbers. I think 47% of Americans have to work a side job or have side gigs to make ends meet. And so if you are looking for a side gig or wanting a side gig because you need extra funds to do the things that you want to do, hopefully Llama 2025 and the outline that we provide will help you do just that. And one of the goals and one of the dreams that I have for this podcast is to create, monetize it and create, monetize it. And so we have to create goals because we need to reach these goals. And so Llama, the first step in the book, before you quit your job, do 10 things. And the number 1 is make a plan. And so with business goals, that translates into podcast goals. And we'll take you along this ride, and hopefully you can build an outline for your side gig. Number 1, me and Jersey, we agreed we wanted to start we wanted to do 3 shorts or episodes, or 3 shorts or reels or TikToks, and that was per week. Right now we're doing 1 per week, which is a lot. I think you've been doing great on that, Drake. It's awesome to get at least once a week. So, letting people know that we're relevant and we're still around. Because here's the other big thing too, right? I've been working a lot of hours the last 2 weeks, come home tired. I don't know what your days are like, But the fact that we got at least 1 every week is awesome. And
we're also doing like posts and stories along with the reel.
Yes,
like
exactly.
One reel a day. I mean, so I think our total comes out to close to 3. We've been averaging. Yeah,
and the other thing too is like even the thought of the week and then the word of the week. I need to create the posts for that because I'd love to. That's just some extra stuff that people can look at through the week, and we can have content. So 3 pieces of content is great. Now, to reach the 100 Spotify listeners, I got to do a little bit more research. And the other thing, I got to get on top of it. I haven't been on top of it with uploading the podcast right after. Another thing, too, sometimes, like, it just depends. I'm making an excuse right now, actually. Fucking when the internet not good and then they're waiting, other people inside this, living space, they're using the internet. So it just takes longer. But I haven't made it an intention to get it done every night, which I should. So no excuses. Number 3, create clips from old episodes. That's, one of the things. I want to find someone that we can pay that can just go through all the old episodes and just chop them up and then give them to us, and then we can just post them, put them on one timesheet, the kind. Number 4, plan the rest of the year. We can do that. I think I was just thinking today, at the beginning of every month, we should just look over the month, kind of like compartmentalize and just look at the month, see what we can do, and then reach those goals on a monthly basis. Better equipment. The only thing I had for that, work on the Wi-Fi at Ho'okahi. I gotta follow up with the landlord over here because I went down that rabbit hole and they said there's already an account here with Spectrum, so I gotta go through the guys. Follow up with landlord.
They get like those pods. You can get like Wi-Fi pods almost.
Yeah, so they call that a WAP, wireless. Not WAP, but WAP.
Wings and pizza.
Wireless access point. That's what they call it. So basically, the BOTA systems thing inside the kitchen that you saw, the Wi-Fi.
That's the only WAP right now.
Yeah, that's the only WAP over there. So I need to get another WAP inside here so that
WAP.
So we can get a stronger connection here, and then we can live post and we'll have a stronger internet connection. So that would be awesome. A WAP. So I'll put that on. I gotta buy a WAP too, probably. Buy a WAP. Wireless access point. Subscribe to Apple Podcast Connect. Most people are on Spotify. Did you see that thing that came out by Valuetainment?
No.
Where most listeners are. So
that's what I use Spotify for only.
Yeah, Spotify has 34% of the market. So that was
I did see that post.
Yeah, it was a pretty cool post. So I just was listening, just so off subject, is that America right now is so bombarded by monopolies, which is totally illegal in the United States. Like Google, Apple, like the two biggest ones. Like Google has like 90% share of the search engine industry. And Apple has about 65% of the smartphone industry.
What like percentage would be considered
anything over 50%?
Anything over 50?
Yeah,
okay.
Anything over 50%. Like right now, Hiko is a monopoly in Hawaii.
Yeah. Young
Brothers is a monopoly, in Hawaii. These companies, they have zero competition.
Well, I think Young Brothers, they get like the other.
Yeah, but I mean, Young Brothers, I bet they have at least like 80-70% of the market.
Yeah.
Like you ask somebody if they can ship something to Outer Island, Young Brothers.
Yeah, I think they're the main one.
I think the only other company, I don't know if Pasha or Matson does any of that kind of work. And then the last company I heard too was Sauce Brothers. But I was hearing that through the grapevine that like Sauce Brothers, even Young Brothers, they're the ones that kind of got rid of the Super Ferry. Yeah. Yeah, you know what I mean? Because they would lose money.
Yeah, for sure.
So, but yeah, that was a totally off subject. But yeah, Spotify, which we're on, they have about 34% of the market of the streaming listening programs or whatever. So we're already on Spotify. So that goal was reached, that goal, and we're still reaching it. Events, live commentary, Drake's Fantasy Draft, September 1st. We did that. Hey, look at that. We've been meeting some goals. We did that. We're going to talk a little bit about it. Hit that goals. Needs probably 2 more mics. I didn't get 2 more mics because it was just me and him. What was cool, though, is for next year, or even if, maybe we do updates through the season, maybe halfway point we do an update, I'll go visit you guys at one Sunday in the morning and stuff like that. We can do a mid-season update and stuff like that. But learned a lot, and we're going to make next year's a little bit more cooler, be more prepared. Was awesome. I had fun. Julian's Football Game Podcast in LA. Drake, we can actually do a mobile one. We can do a mobile one, and then maybe after a game or whatever, we can just have Julian on, and we can do like a short, small little interview. I don't know. Shoot that idea to him. Maybe if you like, just let me know. We can still do it, though, even though I'm not going with you guys. And then subscribe goals, YouTube, IG, TikTok. We never really make any kind of goals on that. We should. We can talk about that later. Guest goals, Bronson Dombrowski, Kyle Azhari. We've had Kyle on. He's actually become a regular, which is cool. He's actually missing out. We had a comment on last week's episode, where's Kyle? And then I just wrote back to the guy, did you not watch the episode because we told you where he was? We'd love to we definitely need to book a Bronson interview. We need to get him on the podcast. We can. I know it might have to be. Ask him what he's doing next week Wednesday, because I know I asked him what he's doing usually Thursday nights, and he has softball. So maybe next week Wednesday we can interview him. Try text him, ask him what he's doing. And then number 9, viral videos, ideas, Buffalo Wild Wing challenges with Kyle Asari. Whoever moves first is gay. So these are just some like fun ideas that we had.
He moved first.
I guess I'm gay. So you guys can kind of see, not see. I'll have actually, yeah, I can break this up for you guys real quick, so you guys can see. Transition, there it is. For the Llama 2025 make a plan, business goals. That's what I just shared with you guys. We have 9 things. We've been doing the first one. We've been hitting the content. Reach Spotify 100 listeners. Got to pick up on that. Got to be more intentional. Create clips from old pieces, old episodes. Plan the rest of the year. Better equipment. Working on that. We did the live commentary. Drake's fantasy draft. Subscribe goals. We're gonna talk through that. We got Kyle on here. So for whatever your side gig is. The number one thing is to make a plan, but also then, in the beginning, you can start with goals and figure out what that goals is. So like last week, Drake said he would start one OnlyFans for a side business. Drake, what would be some goals for your OnlyFans? Like when you first starting, you had your first business meeting with, if you had, some helpers, what would be some things you guys would talk about for your guys' goals?
What kind of content I would want to put out? Maybe like monetary goals that I would want to reach within like the first 100 days.
How much you'd want to reach in the first 100 days?
I don't know. That's why we would have to talk about.
What kind of content? Like, give me an idea of what kind of content you would create.
Well, I'd have to definitely go do some research in the market to see what would be like the most profitable.
Say what kind of content you like make. Some fake. That's funny. It's actually really funny that the OnlyFans. It's just, I know everybody that when they see that link or whatever, they're fucking clicking on it. You know what I mean?
It's out of curiosity.
Just curiosity. They just got it. Because I would do that too. If like one of my friends had an OnlyFans link, I'd go click on that fucker to see what's going on. Yeah. That's so funny. But whatever it is that you're doing, all joking aside, or is Drake really gonna make OnlyFans?
All jokes aside or no joke aside?
Yeah, all jokes aside or no jokes aside. Figure out your goals. Yeah, what is some things that you need to do? Because even start small. Like sometimes even thinking about doing something on the side is overwhelming for some people. So maybe your goal is just you gotta start thinking about having a side gig, or you gotta
just thinking about how to free up time. That's your schedule.
Exactly, that's the biggest thing. Speaking of that, right? Like even. Like trying to run the podcast and getting things done. Sometimes I just want to take a break from work, and come home and veg. So for you, right? If you work tons of hours and you don't have time, you just gotta plan ahead. Okay, this coming weekend, I got the day off. Instead of going to the beach all day or playing video games all day, just set aside 1 hour. And focus on this is what I'm going to get done and get it done. So snack size, bite size goals, line that up, get that done. But this is what it looks like. Okie dokie, artichoke. So thought of the week. Let's move into thought of the week. It is the thought of the week is the most unprofitable item ever manufactured is an excuse. Drake, what's your thought on that, Drake?
The most unprofitable item ever manufactured is an excuse. I don't know. It's like, don't make excuses for yourself or something along those lines.
Yeah.
What do you think? Where do you? Why did you choose this thought of the week?
I chose it because one I'm in sales, right? So when I'm thinking sales, or even I'll make it more relatable to everybody right now is time. So for anyone that takes care of their time, and they're mindful of what they do and how they use their time in a day, you can either use it to be productive or you can use it to be unproductive. And I guess that's relative too, right, to whoever we're listening to. And as far as this podcast goes, we're always talking about like something business wise, or being trying to figure out how to make ends meet and then go above and beyond that, kind of attract your dreams, right? This podcast is about making your dreams happen. This podcast is my dream. We're making it happen already. Okay, and so now we just got to take it higher and make it better. So for example, great example is me not getting I've been making excuses of why the podcast hasn't been getting uploaded to Spotify.
Yeah.
Dishes, hanging out with my girlfriend, whatever. I just haven't made it a point to get it done because I'm making excuses. So it's unprofitable to me that I'm not getting these episodes up onto Spotify because some of our listeners might just listen to me on Spotify every week, and so they're not getting the episodes, and so they're not getting the value. If they find value on this podcast, they're not getting it weekly. And there's podcasts that I watch weekly and I get value out of it and I look forward to it sometimes. And so in that sense, it's unprofitable to me because people that rely on our podcast to get inspiration or motivation aren't getting it. And so it says unprofitable item ever manufactured is an excuse. So basically, it's a pretty straightforward quote, but what it's saying is you got to get rid of excuses in your life and hold myself accountable more. I think I hold myself pretty accountable, but now it's not about going out and drinking anymore. Now it's just the little things making the podcast better, getting things done. And not making any excuses. So I thought that was really cool. The quote is by this guy named John Watson. Whoever you are out there, John Watson.
John Mason or
John Mason. That's a great quote. Okay, moving in. You got any other thoughts on that? Awesome. Moving into the Kahualelo o Kapule, which is the word of the week, is kahakai. And kahakai is beach, seashore, sea coast, seaside strand. I chose the word of the week, kahakai, is this past Labor Day weekend, which was hung out with the Martin family, which was a great time. I just thought about that, and the beach has been on my mind. I've been wanting to. Tomorrow we're going to go to the beach. We're going to spend the whole day at the beach tomorrow, which is going to be awesome. I hate having a farmer's tan, bro. It looks so ugly. Ugh. Just like grosses me out. Look in the mirror. My body is like my body's white and my arms are black. Just so aesthetic.
Farmer's tan.
Yeah, aesthetically unpleasing. But kahakai is the Hawaiian word of the week.
Beach.
You say kahakai. Pretty easy word, kahakai.
Kahakai.
Yeah, beach.
How you say kahakai in Spanish?
Oh, I know this one. Right, it's on the tip of my tongue. Shucks, I forget. What is it, Drake?
La playa.
La playa. There's another one, though. There's another word for...
Beach?
Beach, yeah.
I don't know.
Porto Vieja. No, that's a city.
Chupami Verga.
Are you looking it up? You took Spanish in high school, huh?
Yeah.
How many years you took of Spanish in high school? 3 years.
2.5.
2.5.
Yeah, it's only playa come out. La playa.
Not La Playa, not La Playa.
No.
La Playa.
Me gusta la playa.
Me gusta la playa.
I like the beach.
Awesome. Let's do this react. I thought it was pretty funny. Let me get it set up, and then me and you can react to it. Google. Just pass me that mic. We'll put them right over here. Transition to that bad boy.
With donuts, and then he runs into one guy that doesn't give a shit about going out there trying to win over these steel workers. Justin's going out there trying to win over these steel workers with donuts, and then he runs into one guy that doesn't give a shit about donuts and just calls his ass out and walks out. By the way, this Canada right here is exactly the same as California, except maybe, I don't know if I could say worse or less, but it's exactly like California. So Justin Trudeau, think of him as Newsom's first cousin. Go ahead, Rob, play this clip.
Beta. We got donuts over here if you want to thank you for your hard work.
I can bring some for my kids here.
Okay. The 25% tariffs we just brought in on Chinese steel to help you out.
That's going to keep my job, yeah. What about the 40% taxes I'm paying and I don't have a doctor?
The $400 million in the invested in your card means you're going to have a job for
I think you're only here for another year. We won't see you around probably another year.
That's what elections are for.
That's right.
And I look forward to everyone exercising the right to vote.
Yep.
Basic choice. We're going to invest in you and your job. So
I don't believe you for a second.
Justin's going out there trying to win over these steel.
Bro, it's crazy. The funniest thing this guy said was, "I don't believe you for a second."
Yeah.
What's your thoughts on that? Do you know much about Justin Trudeau?
A little bit. He's kind of like a radical
left guy.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel that too. PBD, which is Patrick Bet David podcast. You guys should go give it a check out. Shout out to the PBD podcast.
Future looks bright.
Future looks bright. That was the inspiration for Llama 2025. And but yeah, he's a reputable guy, and I take their information. Valuetainment, which is he owns Valuetainment, which I get most of my news from.
Yeah. Are you on Manek?
Yeah, I still have my Manek. I want to start using it. Once I get things in motion, then you should create a Manek too, just to have it. Start creating. And then once
is it free too?
Yeah, it's free, and then I'll show you after. Yeah, we can have that on top of there because you can just like position yourself as like a sports expert kind of guy, and people can ask you questions.
Yeah. The
cool thing about the reason why Patrick started Manek was he didn't like that he had to pay. He only talked to his lawyer for 15 minutes, and he had to pay for the hour.
Yeah.
So Manek is the play on of the word, minute, Manek. So connect for the minute, and so you pay for the minute. So it's kind of cool. You can change your prices. Like I think for a text message is $10.
So you're pretty much paying for the minute for advice.
Yeah, that's the whole premise. And now they're rolling out with the way that he's turning it into is kind of like his insurance company where like they challenge and the most connections you can make, the most Maneks and the most advice and his polls and stuff like that. But he's a reputable guy. And I watch him a lot, and I take his news for face value. And so Justin Trudeau has been painted as a far left, radical left guy, and you can tell basically by this hot take, this video that we just watched, and how one of the Canadian citizens feels. And he's talking about he led with the 25% tariff that they slapped on China. And what I'm noticing is these far left people, what they're doing is like, because the elections are coming up, they're getting desperate and they're trying all these different moves that they were opposed to in the beginning to win over voters. But it's really not resonating with these voters, even for me, like, because I would consider myself, I realized I am an independent. I really, really felt strongly about RFK, and even just the way I operate. I consider myself independent because when I look at the ideals of Republican and Democrat, I look at those kind of things. I mean, I can be a Democrat in some things. I can be a Republican in some things. I can be... this one guy was describing like the way you treat your family is like a communist style, because a lot of times whoever's the leader of the family, what they say goes.
Yep.
That's
my
what
way or the highway.
Yeah, that's a communist. That's a communist thing. And then they said when you're with your friends, you're a socialist, because everything, for the most part, we try to keep things even, fair and square, And then he said when you're at your job, it's I forget. I gotta find that video again. They were talking about it, but there's the words that we use: communist, socialist, totalitarianism, or I can't even say the word right now. Totalitarianism. I can't say it. There's we deal with these kinds of things in different aspects of our life. Is basically what I'm saying. But for the most part, I would consider myself an independent. But yeah, so these guys, the radical left, Kamala, Justin Trudeau, Gavin Newsom, you look at the crime. I was listening to Tucker Carlson last night, and how you can gauge a country and how you can gauge a community. And the first thing he said was crime. And then the second thing was the healthiness, or what they call that when you live a certain time, lifespan, not lifespan, but I guess so, lifespan. You look at those kinds of things, and then I think the chronic disease or something like that. But you look at these core things, and that's how you can tell if a leader is doing good or bad. Because basically, he was saying you just look at the fruits. Yeah. You don't care about what they say, because a lot of times people pay attention to what people say, but a lot of times you got to pay attention to what they're doing, right? And looking at the fruits, like the Bible always talks about like bad fruit and good fruit. Like, what is the fruit of your labor? Yeah. And so, for example, Gavin Newsom, who's leading California, or more specifically, San Francisco too. Like you look at the fruits of his work. Well, what happened? Who got shot this past week? The football player?
Ricky Pearsall.
Ricky who?
Ricky Pearsall, first round pick for the San Francisco 49ers.
Yeah, this guy just got shot. What, on the street? How did he get shot?
Somebody's trying to rob him.
The crime is so crazy up in San Francisco right now that people are like scared for their lives, and people are getting shot and killed.
Or even in Colorado. You heard about that story?
No, what happened?
There's Venezuela.
Oh yeah, the gang.
Yeah. They're taking over apartments and collecting rent from the tenants over there. Yeah,
what Trump was saying is that because Kamala, who's supposed to be the border czar, and the border czar was, I guess the vice president is tasked with, overseeing the policy of the border. Like in the last 3 years, she's done nothing. Yeah. And so because of all these countries finding out that the border's been open, they've been dumping, quote Donald Trump, mental institutions, their jails. They've been dumping all these crazy people and allowing them to go to the borders. And that makes sense, right? Because I don't know how, like, keeping people in jail creates capital for countries. But I guess a lot of these countries, their jails are overflowing with people. And to get people off the books, right? Hey, go send them to South America so they can get up into America. It makes sense. Is that really actually happening? Based on what we're seeing, through the media. I'm not at the border. I'm not in Colorado right now, so I don't know for sure. But it makes sense because our border is open. There's been over, I don't know what the new numbers are, how many millions of illegal people are coming into the country. But, I can understand that a little bit because growing up, right, remember, I don't know what kind of deal America made with the Chukis or the Micronesian Islands, because I remember, and this is anecdote, it's there's no real... I actually got to do some research, but I believed it. A lot of in Waianae, I think by 5th, 6th grade, 7th grade for sure, there was a lot of Chukis people, a lot of Micronesians coming over. And the reason is because America was dumping nuclear waste in the Mariana Trench. And so because they were doing that, they subsidized a lot of these Micronesians to coming to Hawaii. And the biggest thing, too, is that a lot of their healthcare was, some of the perks was healthcare. That's why a lot of these Micronesians that we saw, guess what they had? Gold teeth. Because they
free dental.
Yeah, they got free dental. And they were able to get gold teeth and stuff like that, which was crazy. So, these are like all these small things is bad policy by bad leaders. And if you read the book Extreme Ownership by Jocko Willink, he says there's never bad teams, only bad leaders. So, our country's bad because of the leadership that is in place right now, and we need new leadership. And even Hawaii too, let's just keep it local, like Hawaii's been ruled by Democrats for so long. The other thing that, grinds my gears about Hawaii is fucking the gun laws here. There's proof that if you arm your citizens, the community will be safer. And especially with Waianae too, in the last, we should have talked about that too. We should have read that article. We can do it next week. But there's been so much chatter of the Waianae, the 4 people that were murdered. I think the guy killed 3 and then he killed himself. I'm not too sure. Did you read the article at all?
Yeah, Hiram Silva allegedly killed the 3 girls. Then one of the other family members from that got killed. He killed Hiram.
Oh, so the family member of the 3 girls killed Hiram Silva. Okay. And what, they got that guy in custody right now?
Yeah, but he got released pending investigation.
Oh, shit. That'd be interesting to follow to see what happens to him.
Yeah, well, they said his gun was registered too, so we'll see.
Well, I mean, for the most part, like when we were talking to BJ this past weekend about there's no castle law.
Yeah. So
castle law is when someone's on your property, you can shoot them, kill them, and then there's no liability. But just like I was just mentioning, there's no castle law here in Hawaii. So if someone comes onto your property, the first thing you got to do is you got to run. You gotta show that you're trying to get away first.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. It's not in the best interest of the people.
They actually had like a town hall meeting in Waianae, like yesterday or the day before about the gun laws and stuff.
Yeah.
Or the police had a town hall with the people.
Yeah, I just saw on Instagram that Diamond Garcia and Augie T is gonna have a talk story with John Waihe'e, who used to be a governor. These 2 representatives, Diamond Garcia and Augie T, and then John Waihe'e used to be a former governor. They're gonna have a talk story about what's going on, things leading up to the presidential election. But I think Hawaii can loosen up on these gun laws. But yeah, the whole point was that radical left is ruining America, Hawaii, and our lives. And people gotta wake up, do their research. Don't take my word for it.
And I think a lot of people are waking up and actually realizing and questioning the people that's in charge. So I think we're moving in the right direction.
Well, the biggest thing, Drake, is like, I forget who I was talking to today. It was like, we have these walkie-talkies at work, and you can either charge the walkie-talkie by plugging one USB-C right into the side, or the mounts that we have it on, you can plug them in from the back, and both, because each mount get 2. You can put 2 walkie-talkies. Or you can plug the USB-C into the back of the mount and can charge both of them, so you don't have to put 2 plugs into the walkie-talkies. Either way, you can do them. But you think the common sense way is what? Put them into the back of the mount, so you don't have to keep on plugging in. They can just plug them in to the mount, and you don't have to waste time plugging something into it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So what I was saying, the point was when one of my coworkers was like, "Oh, you smart tech, makes sense, common sense, easy." It's like, yeah, that's how our lives should be.
Yeah.
Common sense, like the things that we should do. Like, there's some things that is complicated, right? It takes a little bit more thought, processes, and whatnot. But for the most part, things in our life should be common sense. And the way that things are being done right now is in the interest of people's special interests, and it doesn't make sense. So common sense is not that common nowadays.
Yep.
So that was a little rant. So you guys, wake up, do your research. Watch these podcasts. Not mine specifically, but the ones with Donald Trump, the ones with RFK, and make a decision, because it's coming down to the wire, and our future. I think for the working class, the middle class, it matters a lot. I think.
Look for a podcast with Kamala Harris too.
Yeah, you cannot find one. You cannot find one. But everything matters, and you don't know how much the president, who we pick as our president, affects our life, because it does. It might not be directly, but indirectly, there's ways that it does affect our lives. So. Stay. I was gonna say stay woke.
Stay vigilant.
Stay vigilant. Stay studying, and make it happen, guys. Let's move into the stories, Drake. How was Labor Day weekend with your family, man? Just like another weekend, huh?
Pretty major. That was fun. Good fun.
Yeah.
My cousin from Seattle. Well, she lives in Seattle. She's from here. She came down for a week and a half. So we all stayed at the hotel. My mom them got the hotel actually, because her and her friends went to the Kickʻin concert this past weekend.
Yeah, how was that Kickʻin concert? Did you ask her how it was?
No, I wasn't really interested, but I think it was their 40th anniversary.
Yeah.
You a Kickʻin fan?
Kickʻin.
I like their music, but I don't go out of my way to play their music.
Growing up, jump on the reggae train. That was
Masese.
Masese. They
get some bangers.
They get some bangers. It's not something I look for,
Yeah.
To be honest,
it wouldn't be in my top 5 though of groups or artists from Hawaii.
Yeah.
Even
What's your
top 5 in
top
Hawaii?
3? What's your top 3 local bands?
Fiji, Ekolu, Maoli probably.
Maoli.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hard though, 3.
Yeah, top 3. I'd have to say Nijin 9, number 1. Definitely Ho'onua, and then Fiji. Yeah. And then Kyle Creator Boys.
It's hard to
I'm thinking about it right now. I felt like I turned my back on somebody.
Yeah.
No, not leave them out, but I just felt like I turned my back on Fiji by saying, what was my number 1?
Nijin 9.
Yeah, Nijin 9. I just think about Nijin 9 my freshman year in college. That's all I played on Pandora. I never have Spotify yet, but I had on playlist, the kind. Honey, do this, honey, do that.
To set the mood with Nijin 9.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was, But yeah, I had fun. Going into the room the first night, I was just reminded. I think that's where I first met Janae. I think because what they call that was on the weekend or whatever that we was at the Banyan, and then Ivy was she was doing her church thing, whatever, and she brought Janae. So that's what I associate the Banyan with, that one moment. And then the other time with Uncle Boy, we had the laser, and they were
I know, me and my mom were just talking about that too.
Yeah, so that's what when I was sitting outside smoking one joint, I was thinking about that. I was reminiscing to that first time I stayed with you guys.
Janae
Pine, yeah, so funny.
Yeah, we had some good memories. We always used to stay at the Banyan for some reason.
Yeah, I mean, it's been at least since I can remember from the first time. It was elementary.
Yeah.
I mean, more than 20 years ago. Holy moly.
Yeah, so we had my mom them had concert on Saturday, so they went to that. So everybody else, they just cruised in the room, swim in the pool, whatnot, play some games, watch football. Then Sunday we had breakfast at Mac 24. You ever eat over there?
I think one time in high school, after one event or whatever, Waikiki, I wasn't really impressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's okay. What you had?
I had kalbi and eggs.
Kalbi and eggs.
It was pretty good.
It was delicious. The kalbi was they didn't cook them good.
Yeah.
But they chop them off the bone, or you had them on the bone?
Still had them on the bone. On Kanak attack after breakfast. Then the wifey got some waffles, I think. Waffles. But yeah, I mean, it was pretty good.
What would you say was the high of the weekend? And the low, and then your low?
Shoot, the high. Probably when we was playing, when everybody's in the room playing.
Oh yeah, that was fucking hilarious.
Well, we started off with cards. Even the card game they was playing sounded pretty interesting. Yeah, I was trying to.
Yeah, I don't know what it was. I was trying to read them after, but I think it was too high already by that point.
Yeah, I gotta ask Ivy what the name of. I think she bought them, but we also played Heads Up.
Yeah, Heads Up was fun. Oh, the people playing Rich Man Poor Man, and then we played Pepito, and then we played another game too, or just those two games.
Yeah, Pepito and Rich Man Poor Man.
Yeah, that's fun. It's a long time I play a card game.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I think that was pretty fun. All the camaraderie we had with all the family members.
Yeah, camaraderie. That's exactly what that was. Camaraderie.
I know. I thought the security was going to come tell us for shut up because Ivy was yelling the whole time.
That is?
They go... See the family. They freaking get competitive when it comes to anything.
It was so funny with Ivy was scolding Regina.
Yeah.
The funniest part, I was rolling. I couldn't even breathe. When... I think it was BJ or Kelson was holding him, and then Clown came on.
Yeah.
I started pointing to you. You started pointing to me. That was hilarious. I was cracking up. Yeah, and then the next day we went.
Then Sunday we had we had breakfast.
Sunday, yeah. We forgot we
Mm-hmm.
went. We had the what was it? The football draft.
Yeah, we had my HMD fantasy football draft at Moani.
Oh my God.
So we got there right as we opened. Then we got one little sneak peek, small little concert from Jason Momoa. They're still there doing their sound check because they'll perform Sunday night.
You heard about him? Was it good or what? That concert?
Shoot, but I wasn't even on social media like the next day, so I never really get to see the stories on their their IG and stuff. Because after we did our draft and whatnot, we came back to the hotel, did the same thing pretty much.
Yeah.
Then Monday we went to Adano's. We went,
which is the right side of Makua Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or pray for sets,
Yeah,
they call
sets. Makua Beach. Yeah, it was really hot.
Yeah, it was.
Like for that.
I'm surprised you never jump in the water.
Well, I never jump in because he
was on Yamai with everybody else.
No, I had this idea like we never have water, which I found out after BJ them had the water inside those canteens.
Yeah.
But just the feeling of
salt.
Not
having to rinse off and stuff.
Yeah, like I didn't want to sit in my seat and it was already fucking hot. So then the salt and then just feeling icky.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, it takes some getting used to that feeling because you're just sitting in sand, you have sand all over yourself. I was like, fuck, I can't handle that right now.
Yeah. You too much of a town boy already now.
Town boy.
Town boy. Townie. Me, I still can go back to my roots.
That's funny.
And be comfortable.
I think I was just I was just being a bitch. Yeah.
I don't want to get all sand between my cheeks.
Fair. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I did have fun though, even though I was just sitting up under the tent for the whole time, pretty much.
My brother-in-law almost lost one ulua.
Oh, I know that was
something big.
Yeah, we all got excited because
tell him the story.
Yeah. So BJ, Kelson, and Shad, and what was the other brother's name?
Shoot, I forget what his name.
Either way,
Shad's friend.
These guys, they fish often. Let's just say that. And I was super impressed by them. They had 5 ulua poles. Kelson brought his fucking kayak so that they could paddle and drop fucking huge hook. This thing was something like this. And then tie, I learned how to tie one fishing pole again, string a fishing pole again. That was awesome. But they had these thick lines, and then they connect one of those kind of bigger water jugs to them. And they went at least, like, I know Kelson took one of the first ones, like, 100 yards out. And then he took another one, like, 200 yards out. You could see them. Like, when the sun at certain angles, you could see them. So that was cool. The whole point of taking all the two far ones out is to catch the uluas, the
bigger fish.
Yeah, bigger fish. And then they was kept connecting. What was that one fish that live bait he put on? I forget the name of him.
Yeah, I forget.
I think he had some teeth on him. But it's hard work. I was watching them move, and you gotta have like some, where he was
right on the rocks.
Yeah, right on the rocks, casting out right from the rock. So BJ had these tubbies that was like you could maneuver real quick in them. You can't wear just any kind of slippers.
Yeah.
Their poles and stuff like that, and BJ had choke weights, lead.
Yeah, he learned how to make his own.
Oh, you learn how to make his own?
Yeah, he make his own at home.
Oh, sick. Wait, you just buy the lead?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what the process is.
Oh,
but
sick. But yeah, I was just super impressed by them. I look forward to fishing with them again. I was just thinking about it today. I let them know what is some starter pack I can buy. Maybe get me a fishing pole and just start practicing.
Yeah, you just can go whip, then you can catch them bait.
Yeah.
I know, I get one Ulua pole at home, but
you don't want like a regular fishing pole. We should go fishing.
I think I get an Ulua pole and one regular just fishing pole for like whipping stuff.
Yeah.
But I gotta get a reel for the Ulua pole. That's what I know more.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get me on just one regular fishing pole so I can start practicing more, catch some fish.
Yeah, then we seen some marine life too when we was there. Seen some turtles. The dolphins came out to play.
Yeah.
It's fun.
I had some Camwa Chan. Chanwa Cam.
Chanwa Chan.
Chanwa Cam. We got the baked and steamed manapua. Oh, the baked one was no.
Yeah.
I think it was delicious.
The brown one, better.
Yeah, I think I had like 4.
Had pork cash too, but
it was gone already. It was expensive too.
Pork cash.
Expensive, that one's.
Yeah, Dari used to work over there. Chanwa Cam.
Which had a couple of one.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where he stay working now?
Royce.
Oh yeah, the Koalina.
Yeah.
Wait, server?
No, he in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Broiler, I think he been working.
You know his schedule?
No, he been kind of mixed. Sometimes he work like lunch. Sometimes he work dinners.
What's the average bill for 2 at Royce? 200.
I don't even know. I think they're kind of on the like cheaper side, to be honest, for like fine dining.
Yeah. Where's the last place you went that was fine dining?
I don't even know.
Ruth Chris.
Yeah.
How much usually for 2 people? 200.
Maybe like no, 3 maybe.
300.
Yeah. Depending if you get like drinks and stuff.
Yeah.
Let me see if Roy's get like one set. Because they get like a couple spots, on the island. You ever eat there, Royce?
Once.
Which one you went to?
The one in Hawaii Kai, I think.
Oh. I think they get like one set. Yeah, see, like they get like one set menu. The set lunch menu is 70 something.
Oh, that's not bad.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cheaper than Japanese barbecue Yoshi.
Yeah, Yoshi is expensive.
Wow, but it's delicious. We had the kalbi, I think it was the pork adobo fried rice, or like the kalbi fried rice, or the wagyu fried rice. Oh, that thing was.
So Roy's Colina dinner menu, it's 3-course dine-in only, $79. Then $27 for a wine pairing, but it's a 3-course meal.
79.
Yeah.
Oh, two people, that's 150, and then drinks, so 200. Let's just call it 200.
Yeah.
That's not bad. I'm down to go see Dario.
Yeah, we should go check him out one day.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's in the kitchen.
Yeah.
He likes it though.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, it was a great weekend. I had a lot of fun.
Oh, quick story. Staying at the Banyan, my wife would remind me, because the night before I was like, oh, back was sore. I never really get any good sleep.
Yeah.
So the next night she's like, oh, go sleep north this night. So I'm go find north, then I'll sleep that way.
So how you did that on the bed?
Just open up my compass on the phone.
No,
So-
I mean how you just
So it's
sleep
pretty much
on the bed?
So
Because the bed was going what?
the bed, if you was facing was south, so I'm face like this way.
Oh,
So-
just on the bed. You just didn't turn a little bit.
Whatever, I put my head towards north.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I'd sleep north that second night. Then I had like a crazy dream.
What was your crazy?
It was
dream?
pretty interesting. So, in my dream, like it was kind of like a festival with like different tents.
Yeah.
So you would go to one tent, then you would smoke one doobie.
Is that what you did in the dream? You went to a tent and you
Yeah.
smoked a doobie.
Yeah, so you would smoke a doobie, then you would fall asleep under that tent. Then you would go into like a portal pretty much. So you'd be in another dream. So in my dream, I went to sleep and I was dreaming in my dream.
So
some
that,
kind of
that-
like Inception shit.
Yeah. So did you dream inside your dream?
So like at the first time I went was like I was part of a shootout almost. So like people was trying to like shoot at us and we were shooting at them. Then I woke up. Then I went to like a next tent. Then same thing, you smoke a joint, you fall asleep, then you get propped into like another like dream scenario. So that one I never really get into, but I was in the dream I was telling the person, oh yeah, it's like I know I'm dreaming, but I'm just going to like kind of explaining like what I'm doing. Like I know I'm dreaming, so I'm just trying like different tents. I kind of like lucid dreaming. So when I told her I was lucid dreaming, that's when kind of like I woke up. So kind of gave away like what was going on.
So what are you deducing from this dream? What do you think this dream is telling you?
I don't know, not too sure. But just kind of interesting to I've always been fascinated or interested in like
Marinara.
dreams and stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, a marinara. I went to like a couple other tents, but I cannot really remember like what I did at the tents.
You should follow up on that that dream
The dream recorder.
dream recorder. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
That'd be something cool if we can go to Japan and get our dreams recorded. That'd be dope.
Yeah, I like go Japan too.
I know. I heard that the economy is not doing good over there. That's why the dollar goes further over
Yeah.
there.
Yeah, even Shad said he bought some yen because it was cheap when he bought them.
Yeah, I was talking to one of my bosses at work, and he's like, you should buy Japanese yen to invest in different things. I was like, have you ever done it before? He's like, no, but we'll do more research. So I was just doing some little bit research. I don't know how all that works yet, but
It's been kind of low for like a couple months already too.
for like almost a year.
Almost a year, yeah.
Yeah, because like a lot of people, like a lot of friends at Duke's, they all, like a bunch of them went together because, they took all the time off and stuff like that. But I think like US dollar is like 150 yen or something like that. But yeah. Great. Awesome. Let's move into sports. Drake.
Scrappy picks.
Scrappy picks, baby.
Oh, we kind of had a rough week last week, huh? So let's see if we can give like a little weekly recap of the games. St. Louis defeated Farrington Governors 24-7. Both of us had the Governors beating St. Louis, and that did not happen. Damien Monarchs defeated Nanakuli Hawks, baby, 42-7.
Sorry,
blow
Dyson.
them out. Loa'a would actually switch his pick at the last minute. He took Damien, and I sticked with the Hawks. So.
It's funny that we got this on tape, so now we cannot lie.
Yeah.
You can double check.
Yeah, especially when Kyle make his picks. UCLA defeated Hawaii 16-13. Very close game.
What? Oh, wow. That's interesting.
Hawaii pretty much could have won the game, but
gave it away.
Didn't capitalize on on UCLA's mistakes, and they just lost by 3. So both of us had UCLA to win. So W's for both of us.
Awesome.
Then we filming this Thursday night, so it was the opening night for NFL. Kansas City Chiefs defeated Baltimore Ravens 27-20.
Dang.
So we both was hoping for a little upset, but we left upset because Baltimore lost 27-20. So this past week's record, Loa'a went 2-2, bringing his overall to 9-10. I went 1-3.
Your first losing week.
Yep. Happens.
Yep.
But 12-8 overall, so still
still over 500.
Still pretty good. Yep. This week's high school games, TV games, we got St. Louis versus Kamehameha.
I go St. Louis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Sorry, Kamehameha. Nothing against you, but I just going.
You know what they say, when you bet with your head, not with your heart.
Yeah.
So
some wise words right there.
Loa'a going with St. Louis.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna go Kamehameha with the upset. I think they didn't look really good in that one game against Leilehua, but I think a lot of guys was injured and
where
they're
is
gonna be
this
back for this game.
This game is tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow night. Let me see where we're gonna be.
You're gonna be on TV.
Yeah, Spectral.
Wait, you gonna have them on TV at tomorrow night?
You know that, Mabara.
Let's go watch that game. What time that game kick off?
7 or 7:30. Hold on, let me pull them up. I'm on Scoring Live.
Kind of excited to watch that game.
Where is it?
And I take Leilehua for the next one.
They're gonna be playing at Farrington.
Oh yeah, what's the one? What they call that one? Neutral grounds.
Well, I think it's because it's gonna be St. Louis is gonna be a home game for them. Because they don't are on one field. I mean, they do, but they don't have the lights and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, St. Louis versus Kamehameha at Farrington on OC 16, 7 o'clock start time. So Loa'a get St. Louis. I can stick with Kamehameha. Then we got Saturday, Kailua versus Leilehua.
I take Leilehua.
Yeah, me too. Brian Muniz and the boys looking.
Brian Muniz, quarterback.
Yeah, he's one of the coaches, the QB coaches. I think they're gonna beat Kailua. Hold on, Leilehua. Yeah, then what else games we got? Oh, NFL Week 1. If you click on the link and bring up the rest of the games, so that people can see them.
Yeah, let me transition. There you go. Things stay up. Scoreboard. 2:15. You got Packers Eagles.
This is
Hawaii time.
Yeah, Hawaii time.
Okay, Hawaii time.
Yeah, so this are all the games for week 1.
Game tomorrow, Friday.
Yeah, Friday. They're playing in Brazil. It's crazy because X just got banned in Brazil.
It's nuts. Yeah, communist country.
Yeah.
At least from what the media is portraying them as.
So we can just go over some of the games. We got Packers and Eagles tomorrow.
Yep.
Then the rest of the game is going to be Sunday. Steelers at Falcons. Cardinals at Bills. Titans at Bears. Patriots at Bengals. Texans at Colts. Jaguars at Dolphins.
7 a.m. early game.
Yep. Panthers at Saints. Vikings at Giants. Raiders at Chargers. Broncos at Seahawks. Cowboys at Browns. Commanders at Buccaneers.
Is that a Sunday night football? No, it's not.
No, it's going to be at a second window, 10:25. It's going to be on Fox. Hopefully they show.
It's going to be on TV.
We got to go look at the schedule.
90 degrees.
It's might be either the Cowboys Browns game or the Commanders and Buccaneers game going to be on TV. At least for cable. But you can't watch them on the app that I send you.
What's the money line on that? You can just go Buccaneers money line on Sunday.
Yeah, you can.
Well, if I put 1,000 on that, how much are going?
Hold on, let me try to look. I don't even know what the money line is, but they are favored by 3.5. I think.
3.5. Yeah. Money line is just if they win, right?
Win outright, yeah.
Yeah, win outright.
So it probably might be like 180 minus 185. But hold on, let me see.
You can turn that
Just
in.
click on it.
Bet 1,000, win 1,000.
No, you'd have to put more. You'd probably, if it's 180 minus 185, you'd have to put 1185 to win 1,000.
Okay, that's not bad then. That's basically doubling. Oh, that'd be awesome.
I think both of our teams are favored this week.
What apps you can download to bet on this game?
I don't know.
What is that? The Bet King? What is the
DraftKings.
DraftKings?
Technically, you cannot do them in Hawaii because of the laws. Yeah.
It sucks.
Okay, let's see.
Oh, I like see Aaron Rodgers in action, bro.
You can get to see them Monday night.
Yeah, Monday Night Football. Where you watch? You can be at home watching the game.
For Monday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like come
Yeah,
over.
most places. Yeah, I can. Most places get them at like 185, like I said.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you wanted to win $1,000, you'd have to put
1,185.
yeah to win.
I mean that would make sense the most to do that, you know.
Yeah, they should win.
Fuck,
Commanders' defenses shit.
Getting ideas. Bet my rent.
Then the Sunday night game is Rams versus Lions. Then Jets versus 49ers. So we can do like the TV games.
Yeah, let's do that.
So who you like for tomorrow, Friday? Packers versus Eagles in Brazil.
I take Eagles in Brazil.
Eagles for Loa'a. I'm gonna go roll with the Pack. Go Pack, go.
I don't know, I just kind of lost interest in the Packers after Aaron Rodgers left.
They got, who's their quarterback now?
Jordan Love.
Yep.
Where is he from? Wisconsin.
Give you 2 more guesses. He's not from Wisconsin.
Oh, okay. USC.
No, smaller school. On the West Coast.
On the West Coast. Cal.
Nevada.
Oh, Nevada. He's
Wolfpack. Yeah. I'll go with Packers.
Okay.
Who you like? Sunday night game is Rams versus the Lions.
Lions. Take Lions.
So
actually, that's Goff, Lions.
Lions is Goff. Rams is Stafford. They playing in Detroit, so homecoming for Stafford. So he got drafted by
You know what? Never mind. I take Rams.
Rams.
You gotta support Puka.
Puka
Nakua, and I do like Stafford. Stafford's a beast. Tough guy.
Rams. Wow.
And then I'll take Jets on an upset.
I'm gonna roll with Lions on Sunday.
Okay.
I think they're gonna make the Super Bowl this year. Lions. Dream. And the last game is Jets versus 49ers. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go Jets too.
I'm gonna take the Jets.
Aaron Rodgers return.
Let's go.
And in our fantasy draft, I draft Garrett Wilson with my first pick. So hopefully he go off.
Oh, every Thursdays, we should put one section in here. You update us on your league.
Okay.
Yeah.
We can.
Put them right there. Drake's
Update in my 3 fantasy leagues. We can just do the one next.
Just do the one that we did the HMD.
Yeah.
Fantasy league update.
Here we can read some of the names that we get.
For what?
I could just say who my matchup is this week. This week.
Who you matched up with this week?
This week I'm playing against Ryan Sekimura.
Oh, Ryan Seki.
So his name is One of the players he has on his team is Chris Olave from the Saints. His team name is based off his last name, pretty much. So his team name is Bomb the Draft Like Kaho Olave.
Bomb the draft like Kaho Olave.
Yeah. So, we had 2 guys that played today. So I had Rashid Rice.
I wonder what inspired that name. That's so funny. What's the name of your
my
team?
Team name is it's based off of 2 players that I have on my team. So I have James Cook from the Buffalo Bills and Rashid Rice from the Kansas City Chiefs. So my name is Go Home and Cook Rice. So Go Home and Cook Rice versus Bomb the Draft Like Kaho Olave.
That's hilarious.
Yep. So hopefully next podcast I'll be talking about how I went 1-0.
You gotta speak it into existence, my friend.
Yep.
So you can win this show.
I think
What
so.
is that your goal? You gotta set the intention, brother.
Always.
Come on, let's go.
The goal is always to
Fucking,
win.
Yeah, your dream. Okay, that should be your dream for this podcast right now. Is for win the fucking
Fantasy football.
Strip Bronson. Drake is coming for you, doggy.
Yeah. This is the year I'm gonna put it all together and I just make the playoffs.
It's so funny. While I was interviewing Bronson after the draft, bro. What's his name? AJ was just looking at Bronson with eyes of like resentment.
Who? AJ?
AJ, yeah. Because and then Bronson was talking shit because AJ hasn't won a league yet.
Yeah.
So
AJ actually came in last place one of the years too, so he had to wear like a halter top almost. Like
what was the one that they had to sit under the table? Somebody had to sit under the table for like during the draft or whatever. Or was that cooties? Or not cooties, but what they call that?
That's for like beer pong, I think.
Oh.
That's if you make any cut before
the
other team win. I forget what the term is called though.
I'm just curious about like the internal dynamics during the season of the fantasy league.
Yeah, so since today was opening night, the group text was blowing up throughout the whole game.
Yeah. What was the funniest thing that came out in the group text?
Let me see.
Nothing that you had on real chuckle.
Yeah, I had plenty. Or here and there, at least. So one of Bronson's guys, he did like real shitty today. Like they wasn't even throwing the ball to him, so he is getting all frustrated and whatnot.
Who's his wide receiver?
Well, the guy that he had playing today was Mark Andrews. So his backup was his backup went off. He had
shit,
nine catches, 111 yards, and 1 touchdown.
I guess that's the frustrating part, right? You had your starting guy, and then your backup guy produces.
Yeah.
So he lost out on all those points.
Yeah. Fuck. Then actually throughout the week we was pretty much ragging on Tim for his picks and whatnot. Then we have this is a keeper league, so the guy he kept is Jamar Chase. And he's in he's holding out, so he might not play week 1. He's trying to get a new contract. Yeah. So we've been ragging him on that and like the guys that he chose. So
yeah,
we'll see.
Awesome. Well, it's that time, guys. You got anything else more on the sports?
Nope.
Sweet. Hit that outro song, dog. Let's wrap that up. That's a whap.
Wop, 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 wop. Everybody have a good weekend. See you guys next week, Wednesday. Well, you guys we're gonna be filming on Wednesday.
Yeah, Wednesday. Film Wednesday.
But we'll be at the beach again this weekend. On the best side of the island.
I know. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. I'm excited.
Yeah. I'm so excited.
I'm excited. Peace out, guys. Aloha. Take care. Imagine what I gross back. Fuck where your